Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel, and we have our Black Friday webinar coming up with Lizelle. Remember to subscribe so that you don't miss out on anything that's coming.
So welcome to our webinar, everyone. I'm so excited that you are here. We actually haven't had a webinar in about 2 weeks because we did a workshop. Was any of you on that workshop? It's a 3-day workshop. Put a yes if you've been on that workshop. We did a workshop a week or so ago teaching you how to create a digital product. It was absolutely free. So if you missed it, you missed out. Okay. And if you've been on that workshop, let me know in the comments, how was that workshop for you? Was it amazing, incredible, outstanding, life-changing, right? I know, incredible. Yay, fantastic, awesome, amazing, the best, epic. Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, you could not have been on a webinar like this at the most ridiculous time, because let me tell you, we're moving into December right now. If you have been feeling any of this, like, I need to make more income, I want to leave my 9 to 5, I want to get out of debt, I want to start 2026 in a better financial position, this is the right call to be on. Because let me tell you, I've been on a call like this about 2 years ago. And not only has it completely changed my life, I went from broke to making over multiple six figures in dollars online as a South African. I'm a multimillionaire in South African rand. Now, if you're South African, you know, like, $100 is like almost 2,000 rand. It's a huge difference for me in South Africa, right? So not only did it change my life like that, it changed my family's life. It is ridiculous how your life can change if you're willing to learn some new skills. Okay, so normally when I start this, I'm gonna get started in a bit. I'm gonna share a nice presentation with you, and you're gonna hear some amazing stories here tonight. But I have to tell you, if you're thinking that you came onto a quick reach scheme, this is not what this is. This is not some kind of pyramid scheme or some kind of thing where you put in a coin and a lot of money comes out your way. Okay, this is a legitimate business. It's the future of business. Traditionally, we used to work around the clock, and you work hard. You have to go to a job. You have to help clients throughout the day. You can only help so many people. Today, we get to make money because we get to change people's lives around the globe, around the world, because of the internet. The internet never sleeps, and this is why this is so amazing, right? So I want to know, one, in the comments, if you do not know anything about digital marketing. You're like, this sounds good, Lizelle. This is why I'm here. I want to learn how I can make money online, but I have absolutely no clue how to do it. Okay? You're in a good place, because when I started, I had to Google digital marketing. You will never say that now, but I had to Google what digital marketing was. It was a completely new concept for me. Okay? But the good news is, it betters your life. I mean, who ever knew that we would get our groceries delivered to our door, that we would be able to do Zoom calls like this, right? So put it too in the comments if you have seen people make money online. You've got an idea of how digital marketing is, but you're like, I need some more information. Okay? And put a 3 in the comments for me if you're not sure. You're just here to find out what this is all about, and how it can better your life. And hopefully this is the answer to prayer that you've been waiting for. Okay, we have a mixture. Okay, so I want to say 1, 2, 3, ready. Are you ready to get going? I'm going to show you in about 45 minutes in total, maybe, right? Exactly how you can go from not knowing anything, maybe have some type of idea what it's all about, to stepping out of this call tonight knowing exactly how you can change your financial situation. If that's good news, I want to say get going. Say get, so yay! Just, are you excited? Okay, let's get going. Because I feel sometimes I'm more excited than you, because I know how this can change a person's life, right? Okay, so I'm going to start sharing my screen. I've got some nice helpers on here. If you can just nod your head for me, Larushka, if you can see my screen. Okay, awesome. So what's nice is it's Black Friday, so we are very generous. So let me tell you, we're about to share something tonight with you that we have not done on a webinar like this before, and we will not do this again. So you are on the right freaking call. So I call it copy, paste, and profit. It's our Black Friday special edition, right? Copy, paste, profit, because what you're going to learn tonight is you can copy this exact system, which is a multi six figures in dollars system. Okay, I'm showing you the exact system that you can just copy and paste. making 5 figures a month. Now, what's 5 figures a month in dollars? Who's from South Africa here? I'm just going to open my chat to see. Put SA in the comments if you're from South Africa. If you're from any other country than SA, let me know in the comments then. Okay? Because if you can earn in dollars and your South African rand is bad, it's a very good thing for you. 5 figures in dollars is like $10,000. That's almost 200,000 South African rand, right? Amazing. Okay. So if you're in the US, I know $10,000 a month is also a huge amount. So let's get going. So I want you to stay until the end, which you always do. But the reason tonight is important is we're doing like a Black Friday bonus. It's making you excited, eh? Does it make you excited? We're looking for an excuse to be generous. I want you to, I'm just going to put it out there a little bit. Think cash flow without social media. Who would like to create cash flow without social media? Just put me in the comments if that's you. I promise I'm not gonna ask you to comment like every 5 minutes, but I do like it when you talk to me. Okay, I do like it because I don't feel alone up here. Okay, so you guys are on site to the right call. So I want you to say to me 1 to 5 year. Which one do you relate the most with? Okay, because this is exactly why you're here tonight. You're saying like, man, I'm tired of watching others succeed while I stay stuck. Okay, how many is on here? Like 1, let's say 4. I'm tired of watching others succeed while I stay stuck. I'm willing to work, but I just don't want to waste my time, Lizelle. I want to know that this is something that can really help me. I want money, but I want freedom as well. And yes, I want to do it, but I don't want to do it alone. If I need questions answered or I want to ask someone, I want to be able. Who put a 14 up in there? Okay, well, again, you're on the right call. So first, let me introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. My name is Lizelle. I always say I'm a normal, regular mom. And why I lead with that, guys, is because I'm nothing special, really. Okay? I wasn't looking to build an empire. I was in corporate most of my life. I went through a divorce very early in my life. By then I thought, oh my goodness, I'm probably going to have to work for the rest of my life. I'm going to work very hard. I don't know about you, but as a mom or as a woman, I wanted to get married, have kids, and live happily ever after. Who wants that? Me? If it's you. That's what I wanted. And my life didn't work out that way. Went through a divorce early in my life, knew I was going to have to work hard for most of it, and I worked hard. I worked extremely hard. Man, corporate, side hustles. I had always had side hustles. I've always worked hard, but working hard never made me rich. And let me tell you one thing tonight, if you don't know that yet. If working hard made people rich, cleaners would be rich, construction workers would be rich. I would have been a multi-billionaire by 23 if working hard made me rich. Who's working hard on here? Okay? One in the comments if you're working hard. And you're probably going to agree that didn't make you rich. So working hard definitely didn't make me rich. So what happened? COVID happened. When COVID happened, I was working for a corporate company. And while working for that corporate company, when COVID happened, my salary fell with more than 50%. So all of a sudden, I still had a car to pay. I still had a house to pay. I still had kids to feed. I still had kids in school. And all of a sudden, I couldn't pay my monthly bills. And if you've ever in your life felt that anxiety of getting up in the morning, knowing your kids are going to ask you stuff that you can't pay for, knowing the school's probably going to phone you and ask you, hey, when are you going to pay the school fees, right? And knowing people are going to phone you, that was anxiety that became my new normal. And in COVID, I decided I was going to leave my corporate job. I'm going to do something that I love. I want to be with my kids because during corporate, who's ever worked for corporate and you had a boss breathing down your neck constantly? You're like, you always have to work for someone. You always have to make someone else happy. That was the story of my life. And during COVID, I was like, enough was enough. I'm going to take this chance. I'm getting peanuts at that stage. I'm like, I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to take my pension money from my company. I'm going to let them pay me out. I'm going to open up a beauty salon and I'm going to just have this beauty salon, right? So I want to just share so you can see me. So I started this beauty salon and I spent all my money, 170,000 Rand on this beauty salon, which is just over $7,000. Just to get the stuff together, just to get the education, to do the courses and to open up the little beauty salon. I opened it up. I still had to pay rent. I still had to pay staff. I still had to pay for products. And within 3 years, I found myself back to working, not getting enough money, having to work more, still not making enough money, having to work more just to keep the doors open. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is it. I can't do this anymore. I just cannot do this anymore. And for 3 years, I was extremely stuck. And nothing really changed. And you know why nothing changed? And maybe you need to hear that tonight. Why nothing changed was I blamed everyone. I blamed my husband. I blamed COVID. I wanted to win the lotto. I was wishing and waiting. Did not change my circumstances for 3 years. The moment everything changed for me was the moment I picked up my child one day from school. She got in the car. It was end of November. They were finishing school. It was December holiday when everyone, like now, is supposed to be happy. We're supposed to look forward to the holiday. The kids are excited because they don't have to go to school. And my child, instead of being excited of the holidays, she got into my car. She gave me a letter, and I could see the sadness and the disappointment in her face. And I knew by then, she knows. I'm exposed. I've been trying to hide our financial lack for so long from my kids, making excuses why I couldn't buy stuff. And all of a sudden I realized she knows. And I just broke down in tears. I went back home, I locked the door, and I just started crying. And after I had this pity party, I was like, something needs to change now. I cannot do this anymore. I cannot wait any longer. I cannot keep on wishing any longer. If a change is going to happen, it needs to happen from me. But here's the thing. I didn't know how. If you are in that spot right now, just put how in the comments. Because maybe that's the only reason why you should be on this call. I needed a plan. I needed someone to show me how. I knew what I needed. I needed money. I needed a better income. I just didn't know how to get it. I was already working full-time in my beauty salon. I was already a mom of 3 daughters, already busy, not having money to start something new. And I didn't know what to do. And this one day, I heard about, I actually had a woman stepped into my beauty salon, didn't know her from a bar of soap. We live in a small town at the coast, and she spent a lot of money on treatments. And I was like, what do you do for a living? Don't we always wonder what someone does for a living when we see it goes well? And she was like, she started talking about digital and affiliate marketing. And I was like, oh, okay, that's great. But then she said something that I never expected. She said, you know, Lizelle, anyone can do this. Even you can do it. I'm like, what? This digital marketing thing, can I do it? Yes, I also, and then she started telling me a story. She said she also wanted just a way to work smarter, not harder. And she started learning, she invested into a course and she started learning how to make money online, how to use digital products. And I mean, this was all so new to me that I went home and I Googled what digital marketing was. And I was like, man, this could be the solution that I was waiting for, because I knew I was praying for a solution. I don't know if you are, but I was. And I had no guarantee that this was the answer to prayer. But I was so tired of waiting, because waiting didn't change anything. That day I decided, come hell or high water, I'm going to make it happen. If she can make it happen, I can make it happen. And I started doing my research, and I could see a lot of people, a lot of normal moms just like me, making money online. All of them, most of them, not having any experience, not even knowing how to use social media. And I was like, I went on a webinar, one similar like this, and I already decided I'm going to do this. But I didn't have the money. Long story short, I remember saying to myself, Lizelle, that's been your story for the past 3 years. I don't have money. I was like, okay, instead of saying I don't have, I'm going to ask, how can I get it? How can I change my situation? So I made some debt. I got some products in, and I ran a promotion in my salon, and I got the money together. And even when I had the money together to buy this course that this woman bought, right? I still had my doubt. And I was like, I can pay the school fees, and I can have the school off my back. Or I can invest in this, and maybe not. Maybe it can change my life. And I was like, well, I've been paying the school fees. I've been working to pay the school fees for the past 3 years. Hopefully I can learn now how to make more money, so I don't have to worry about the school fees anymore. And I did it. I started in November, the end of November of 2023. I worked the entire December. I was booked back to back with clients like this. I did not have more than 2 hours a day to start working on my online business. I would come home at night, I would do my 2 hours work day. And that January, 5 weeks in, 4 weeks in, I made my first sale. 5 weeks in, I left my beauty salon because I knew I found something better. Within my first 6 months, I became a millionaire in South Africa. Within 7 months, within 7 or 8 months, I made $100,000 in dollars. Sitting now, within almost 2 years, I've made close to $400,000 online. I'm a multimillionaire in South Africa. Now I'm not sharing that to brag. What I'm sharing is the possibility of what's possible for you if you can get out of your own head and stop thinking things are too good to be true. If you are thinking things are too good to be true, then the phone that you're holding in your hand right now, that should be too good to be true too. Because if you have technology and automations that can work for you online, you can work smarter instead of harder. So not only has my life changed, my family's life has changed completely. We've been able, and I'm going to show you that now. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to carry on. We've been able to move into our new house. There I was working my beauty salon. We've been able to move into our new house. We got completely debt free, been able to pay my children's school fees, obviously, everything. But the most thing, why I don't even have the new house and everything on here, is I want to show you what I got back. You know, money will always come and go, but time you can never get back. I lost a lot of time when my kids were small, and that's why this is so important to me, because I missed out on so many things when they were growing up. I got to buy back my time through this business because now I work around my own schedule. I work a couple of hours a day. I do what I want to do. I don't have anyone telling me what to do, and there's consistent income flowing through my bank account, even when I'm not on or at my job. So if you've been sitting here and you've been looking for a way, I want to say this could be the thing that you've been praying for. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But I believe you on this call for a reason. Okay. So let me carry on. I know everybody wants proof. Okay. So I want to show you just a little snapshot of my bank account. You can say that you can see this is my South African bank account. And then I took a 3 months screenshot there over $93,000, just so you know, just so you can see, because I know a lot of people want proof. Okay. Why you don't want to miss this opportunity is because we are over 5.3 billion people on social media. Okay. Do you guys agree with the stats there that you are one of those buyers that says that social media influences your purchasing decisions? Yes or no in the comments. Social media influences your purchasing decisions, right? The e-learning and the e-commerce is growing faster than any other traditional industry out there. Don't try and overcomplicate this. After this, you're going to know exactly what it is about. Okay, I'm going to show you the long way of doing it. I'm going to show you the short way of doing it. This is not complicated. It is a step by step. Okay.
Thank you, Latasha. Thank you for
So just hear Nicola's story.
It's fine. Hi guys, my name is Nicola. I'm 24 years old and I started with digital marketing about 8 months ago. I was very, very shy. Me and my fiance started together. So I didn't do content because my first hurdle in the online space was definitely talking on camera, 110%. I was so scared of the opinions of other people. And I think that a few of you also tonight, that is keeping you from actually taking the step. So what did I do? I asked my fiance to take content, and within 5 weeks, he could quit his job in America. So we took a shot and we gave it our all. He started creating content. He came back from America and he did digital marketing full time. I still worked my 9 to 5 because I was so scared to actually show up on camera that I didn't have the guts to actually just do it. So in February, me and Niku, we lost 960,000 Rand. We invested and it was a scam. So we lost all our money. We had to move out of our house and we walked into February with only 5,000 Rand in our bank account. And that was my why. So I knew Lizelle. Lizelle was my lash tech at a stage and she said she made 1 million Rand in 6 months. I'm like, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make that money back within 6 months. And you will see Lizelle. Lizelle's she tells us to be bold. So I told myself, 6 months, I'm going to do it. And I made my first million within 7 months. The only thing that I struggled with was actually speaking English. So I'm a very, very Afrikaans girl from Nelspruit. And that was something that I struggled with. And I struggled with Instagram. And I struggled with creating content without feeling salesy. And there was a few loopholes that I actually struggled with. And then one day I saw Latasha in a coffee shop, and she actually told me about DMS. And I bought DMS. And that is, guys, everything changed. My mindset changed. I started incorporating God in my business. I started building relationships with the people in DMS, inside of DMS. And the secret sales weapon, oh my goodness, that is going to blow your mind. For me as an Afrikaans person struggling to actually speak English, now I can create content in seconds. So that is mind blowing. This is the program that I wish I had when I first started. It's never been this easy. If you plug in, you follow Latasha, you can be successful in the online space. I actually made a post and I said that I'm proud to actually give this to women because I know they will have everything they need to make a decent income in the online space. My first hurdle, scared to show my face. Now I love creating content. I love being creative and trying different things. My second hurdle was actually speaking English. Now I have a secret sales weapon helping me write my content. The coaching inside DMS, you won't find anywhere else. Latasha is pouring her heart and soul into this program, helping people make a success. I'm 24 years old. I don't have a degree. I actually felt ashamed. I really felt like I'm behind. Like most of my friends have degrees and they have a good job, and I actually just worked for 10,000 rand a month. And now at the age of 24, I earn $10,000, $12,000 a month using my cell phone and just following the program. So if you are somebody that are ready for change and ready to be part of something phenomenal, this is for you. And I can say that with an honest heart. Thank you, Latasha.
Oh, I just love that. I'm showing you this, guys. I want to show you what is possible. Because for someone like me and like Nicola, who started and you have all these limiting beliefs about, I want to change my situation and I don't know. I just want to show you what's possible. I'm going to show you tonight how you can do it. Okay? I'm going to show you an easy way. I'm going to show you a quick way. And it's up to you. Okay? So you're going to get amazing value. After this, you're going to know exactly what you need to do. I just want to share this with you. Like, Larushka, a lot of people want to know, can I do this faceless? She proved it. She went from zero to $10,000 to $2,000 in 6 weeks. I love what she says. She says, and yep, I still made more money than I gained followers. I just love that because she was able to make more and without showing her face. Zanelli is another one. She made far over $10,000 from a phone as a South African, working 2 hours a day, right? I don't know if Zanelli is on here. If you can just come up and interrupt me, Zanelli, because I can't see you. Because I would love for you to hear from her yourself, because it's better to hear it from the person, right? Is Zanel on here? How does Zanel? Zanelli?
Can you hear me?
Yep. Go over it. Share with us quickly. I just want them to hear from you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Zanel Straydom. So I'm just a normal, regular, ordinary mom. Oh my word. No one special, no fancy degrees, not a doctor, not a lawyer. Just a mom that was used for 7 years to work 7 days a week, 12-hour days. I thought that's going to be my reality forever. How many of you thought, like, there's no way out? You have to work for the rest of your life? Let's be honest. That was me. Working for one salary kept me broke. Can't pay all my debt. Can't pay the house bond. Can't pay whatever is needed of me, and always saying freaking no. It felt like the living life is sucking out of me because I'm working, but my bank balance doesn't reflect what I'm doing. And I knew something had to change. I just didn't know what. I didn't know how. I was in such rock bottom basement. There was no way for someone to pull me out except God. So I started praying. I started praying for a way out, and that is just the honest truth. And I remember telling my husband, I'm going to start this. And he was the biggest skeptic of all, you guys. He said to me, well, if you're not going to try this, you will never know. And I said to him, we don't have the money. How am I going to even start this? And instead of just hanging on to that, I said, okay, what can I do extra? And I sold my couches. I sold my couches and I ran promotions, and I'm still feeling like, oh my word, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to be couchless and moneyless. So this better work out. God, you're going to have to come through for me. Like literally. And in my first 3 weeks, I made my sale as a total newbie, still doing lashes. By the way, I started lashes. I started a side hustle, which is a salon, thinking I'm going to have more money and time, be with my babies. Ended up having my babies in a camping cart on a Sunday to make bread and milk money for the week. Nevertheless, started 3 weeks in with the faith. I made my first sale. 6 weeks in, quit both my jobs. Made 67,000 Rand as a total beginner who knew nothing, working from my phone around busy mom life. I'm an H2A wife. My husband's away for 9 months of the year. So I have to do it all on my own. And I was tired of saying no. I was just tired of letting him go away, and then I can't contribute enough. And DMS has opened so many freaking doors for me. I started with a whole other program. And I just want to say to you a little bit from that. Because in that program, I made a lot of success, but I started feeling stuck. I started feeling confused. And I went from confused to clarity. I went from feeling stuck to literally making leads to sales. This is not some airy-fairy type of other program out there. I'm telling you, you have never seen this before. This really works. This really changed lives. And not only that, is that I was just sick and tired of seeing other people succeed, and I am not. So that's why I started with this. I gave it a real shot. I gave it my best, and it worked out so freaking, oh my word. And in 13 days, my husband is coming back, you guys. And you know what is the biggest relief for me? When he's coming back from the H2O program, for 3 months, he doesn't get a salary. For 3 months, he's not bringing in anything. I'm so freaking glad I started with GMS. You know what? Because I've seen 10K months, I've seen over 10K months, and now I know I can pay that house bond. I know I can pay the bills for us. I know I can take that weight off his shoulders, and we don't have to go in debt or 3-month bank arrangement plan because we can't pay it. You guys, I can be a present mom. I work around Uber life, mom life, making food, and I still make it. I make it a priority because it was that important for me to change my life. If it can change a normal mom's life like me, obviously, you see I'm no one fancy, then it can change your family's life. But it starts with action. The momentum starts when you say yes to yourself. So I truly just want to say thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. I am so privileged to be in this community. I'm so privileged to share this with you because every mom and dad out there does not need to sit December stressing about money instead of playing with your kids, spending time with them, the time you can never get back. So think about that. And by the way, you do not have to start 2026 broke. So thank you, everyone, and thank you, Lizelle.
Oh, thank you, Zanelli. Thank you so much. It's so exciting. It's the first time you actually share about, he's coming back and you'll be able to cover all the bills. How amazing. What a relief for him, eh? That's just amazing. Okay, so let's carry on, guys. So you heard Zanelli's amazing story, and then we've got Latasha's also amazing story. Man, I actually showed in my other webinar how she was also firstly in another program, and then she came into DMS, and then she didn't really take action. And the moment she started taking action, she was just coining it. Her goal, she says, for November was 6 pro sales. So that's over $6,000, guys. And she already made it for November. 6,000. And she says like she's booking that cruise that she wanted to go on. This is amazing what can happen because you have to get out of your head in a sense of traditional way of doing business. Everyone needs to go digital. Remember in COVID, that's when it happened. Everyone needed to go digital, and that's where the way it's going. So Cecilia, she made 44,000 Rand in one day. That's over $2,500 in a day. And she says it still blows her mind. And Serena, also, she's been 7 weeks in. She made over 97,000 Rand, which in South African Rand. Okay, I'm not sure. We need to Google to see the difference here. But this is so, so powerful if you focus and you just go with it and you put 100% in. So I'm going to ask Cecilia to come later and to share as well. But I want to get into just showing you exactly how this all works. Okay, so there is a difference between affiliate marketing and digital marketing. So affiliate marketing is when you sell someone else's product. Okay, you might want to take a pen out and start writing this down, because a lot of people, when I started, I just thought it was just digital marketing, but Affiliate marketing is selling someone else's product to earn a percentage commission. If you go high ticket, it means you can make more with one sell. That means anything between $400 or over $1,000 per sell, right? Digital marketing, on the other hand, that is creating your own products. It's a product you sell on your own. This can be courses, it can be how-to videos, it can be ebooks, it can be templates, it can be resources that you include. So to break this all down for you in a way that we all can understand is we have Travel Start, okay? Now, Travel Start is global. So Travel Start has the opportunity for people to become affiliates. So what that looks like is if you're someone that loves traveling, okay, and you like to travel the world or maybe travel around, and you open up a Facebook page, for instance, and you just share your love for travel. And let's say someone comes and they click on your photo and that they say that there's a link where they can book through Travel Start, and you already signed up as an affiliate. When they click and they book to go on a trip, you get the commission for that. That's affiliate marketing. And in this case, it's a low ticket affiliate marketing because you make small commissions, but nevertheless, you make commissions for something that you didn't have to work in. So yes, Kiara, I always share a story because it's so inspirational for me. It's one of my clients. She started with DMS, and she still said to me, Lizelle, I lost so much weight. I did something in my life that I never even thought was possible. I had a complete body transformation. And because I had this body transformation, I was like, if I can do that, I can change my financials, and I want a financial transformation. So here's what she did. She started with DMS, right? So she got resale rush. She could immediately start making over $400, okay? But then what happened was, in her content, she started sharing her journey. And she just started sharing why she started with DMS. And she was like, I lost a lot of weight, and she would show pictures. And then what happened was, people started asking her, how did she do it? How did she lose the weight? Okay? And within a couple of weeks, here's what she did. She said, well, so many people are asking me, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the skills that I've learned so far, and I'm going to create a PDF, and I'm going to just share my knowledge of how I lost this weight. I'm going to sell it at $99. She created it, she sold over 37, she made over $3,600 in a couple of weeks out of her own product. She's still selling DMS, but now she's got, instead of just a few, because with DMS, the one she was on, she got 5 income streams. Now she's got an additional income streams. That's hers, something that she created, and she could get money with that. She was just sharing her knowledge. People are willing to pay for transformation. Let me know in the comments there quickly. If you wanted to lose weight and you could learn from someone that lost a lot of weight, exactly what they did, would you pay for it? Yes or no in the comments. Would you pay for that? Obviously, yes, if you can get there faster, right? If you won't pay for it, then it's not a priority for you. I know if it's a priority, you would pay for it, okay? Because why do we pay for our kids in school? Because it's a priority for them to get the education. Why would we open up a business and pay to rent the space, pay for the electricity? Why would we do that? Because we want a business. It's not that we want just a business, we want that freedom that a business can bring if you're the owner of that business, right? So what you actually need, if you want to make money online, there are just basically 3 things that you need. The one thing that you need is you need a digital product, okay? A digital product that is profitable, something that people are already looking for online, something that they're already paying for, so that you know it's profitable. You need an automated system that will sell for you in your sleep. Think about it. When you show up online and you go Google now and you want to go buy something from Shein or Takealot or Amazon, okay, you can go 2:00 in the morning, you can go order, you immediately get an email, you get an update on your shipment. It's not like there's a person on the other end. It's an automated email being set up. That's automated systems working online. And you need a discovery method. If you have a digital product and you have the automated system, you need a way for people to find you. Otherwise, how are they going to know what you offer if they can't find you? Okay. So let me go into the digital product a little bit. A digital product can be anything, any skill or knowledge that you can teach someone, anything that you have maybe overcome. Like, let's say you love cooking and you know how to prepare a 30-minute meal, healthy meals throughout the week. You can create an entire program or an ebook on creating healthy meals, including recipes, right? Maybe if you know how to start an online business, in this case, you can sell a course, you can teach them step by step. It can be anything where you teach someone skills, okay? So I shared with you the affiliate. So you can either become an affiliate or you can create a digital product. If you want to become an affiliate, most websites like Digital 24, you get like Travel Start, you can actually just go and Google. There's a lot of websites that give an opportunity for you to apply as an affiliate. All you need to do is you scroll down to the bottom of that screen and you'll see something like this. It says become an affiliate. Once you click on it, you can apply to be that affiliate. And this you can do for free. So you can basically go to one of these websites, sign up for free and start selling their products. That is how simple it is. Okay? Or you can create a digital product. You already have access to Canva. It's a free software. You don't have to be on the paid plan. You can go to Canva and they already have amazing templates. If you can open up a cookbook or whatever, like Kiara, she didn't spend a lot of money. She just created something in Canva, right? You can just create a digital product and you can pour all your knowledge in there with the use of ChatGPT. You can put everything in ChatGPT, let it write up the entire thing for you, copy, paste it, and just make it look nice in one of the templates. And you can sell that. Because what you are doing is you're selling the information. So, because you're saving someone time and money so that they don't have to go and look for the time. They don't have to spend the time or the money to find the solution that they've been looking for. You've got everything in one document for them. Okay. Now, the discovery method is how people find this product of yours. So, if you already have a digital product that's profitable, where do people find you? Where do you think people will find you the fastest? Without spending any money. Online, right? Social media. There we go. And this is why we teach social media, because you don't have to pay for any ads. You can pay for ads later when you want to scale and you want to go bigger with your business, right? But in the beginning, you can build your business up to 6 figures and beyond in dollars by just using social media, because this is where people are spending most of their time. Big corporations are paying ads to just be present on social media, because the power of social media is amazing. This is why they are there, because people are spending most of their time on there. And all you need to do is create 5 to 7 second reels or videos, like we call it, that you just post on a daily basis. We talk about posting 3 times a day to social media because you keep on being fresh in your customer's mind. It's literally as simple as that. You post, the content that you post is about your product. You share what your product can do, what it entails. Sometimes you share a little bit behind the scenes, what's in it. That's what you do. This is how people discover you. So what happens here is, instead of bothering friends and family and going to look for customers like we traditionally used to do, now you attract them. Because what you're going to do, if you post every single day and you post in your niche, the algorithm of social media is going to start to learn why you are there. And what it's going to do is you're going to train the algorithm to push your content out to people that are looking for what you have to offer. So instead of looking for customers, you are attracting customers. Does that make sense? What we do is we use Facebook as well. Facebook, we do something in DMS called Daily Freedom Framework. And one of those, in that Daily Freedom Framework, there's a visibility boost. Now that visibility boost is like 30 minutes a day. You're going to choose like 5 Facebook groups where your perfect customer is hanging out in, and just go add value. You're not going to post ads in there and say, buy from me, or, you're just going to add value. Because if you can lead with value, you can not only change people's lives and really have a positive impact in their lives, at the end of the day, they're going to want to buy from you if you are sharing your knowledge, right? So an automated system, this is how it works in a nutshell. So you guys, we call this a funnel. You know, the funnel that you get in your kitchen? This is how your automated system works. So when people discover you through social media, right? What happens is they become aware of your product. Now, think about the very first thing that you ordered online. When you came online, you ordered something online. Let me know in the comments here quickly. What was the very first thing? I wonder if you remember. I remember mine was Shein. I ordered something from Shein, like from overseas for the very first time. And I was like, ooh, I hope I'm going to get my parcel, right? So you ordered something somewhere for the very first time, but you probably didn't order from them the first time you saw them, right? Like I remember when I saw Shein for the very first time, I was wondering, I didn't know if it was a scam. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I mean, I was seeing Shein and it was a company in China, and I was like, how am I going to get it? Am I going to, does this really work? And I remember seeing Shein's for the first time, the Shein advertisement, and I seeing a nice dress. That's when I became aware of them on social media. But what happened now was, as I was scrolling every time, the algorithm picked up what I liked and what was stopping my scroll. So what happened was, all of a sudden I started seeing more of Shein. Have you ever looked for something online? Maybe you're planning a party, like a what party? Like a beach party, and all of a sudden now you're Googling, and all of a sudden you're seeing all the beach party stuff. That's the algorithm. It picks up what you are searching online for. Okay. So then I started seeing all of these things. And what happened was I entered my email into a freebie that they gave me. They said, sign up and you're going to get 20% discount. And I was like, yes, 20% discount. Let me sign up. So what happens is you sign up for a freebie. And when you sign up for a freebie, that creates the interest because now you're interested in what they offer. And when you get the freebie, it's in exchange for your email address. Then what happens is you start getting emails from this company. Now, you got in here tonight through an email. Yes? You got in here through an email. And the moment you asked for more information, you had to put in your email somewhere, and now you're getting regular emails from this person that you wanted more information from. Those are the emails that you are getting because those emails are meant to nurture you now as a client. So instead of being on a phone, taking a lot of info in at once, you are getting little bits and pieces of more information. So what's happening is you're learning more about this product. We call that the consideration phase. So after the consideration phase, this is why the funnel becomes all the more shallow, narrower, right? Because at the end, we call it the buyer's journey. You decide because now you've learned a lot about this product, and then you make the decision if you want to purchase or if you don't. And this funnel process, guys, works for all the big companies out there. This is how it works if you have an automated system, because instead of you having to be on the phone the entire day, getting into customers, you just make sure they get to your landing page, and then your automated system will do the nurturing. And what is going to happen is once or twice or so, they will reach out to you for more information. Just want to know if you are real, and then they'll make their purchasing decision. Okay. So it works with anything, with most of the marketing online. If you do not have this automated system, you will burn out because you will do it the old fashioned way. Okay. So a lot of these automated systems, unfortunately, you have to pay for because you have to pay to keep it running. Okay. So Standstill, you get Standstill, you get ClickFunnels. There's a lot of funnels out there that help you because they do the hard work, the heavy lifting for you. Okay. So what if you could have most of this done for you? So I just want to recap. So what you need is you need a digital product. You need an automated system. Let's just go back there. So, digital product, automated system, and a discovery method. Okay. So I want to ask you now, what would it mean for you if you can have all of this done for you? In other words, you don't have to figure out the automated system. You don't have to figure out the digital product. And you don't have to figure out how are people actually going to find your product. What if you could have this all done for you? Would that be amazing? Hey? Yes? No? Maybe so? Would it be amazing? It will be amazing. Right? So I said to you, I'm going to show you the long way. I'm going to show you the short way. The long way is creating your own digital product, becoming an affiliate for someone else, trying to figure out how to set up an automated system, trying to figure out how you're actually going to attract customers and get sales from it. The shorter version of it is what I'm going to reveal to you now. Okay. And you heard about a DMS. So before I created DMS, I saw that there was a lot of struggle in the marketplace. Now, if you've been on one of my calls, you would know what I'm talking about. But digital marketing boomed and people started making money. But then what happened was I could see a lot of people wanted to make money, but they didn't know how. They were getting stuck. They bought courses, but they just gave up before they even launched because the setup was just so confusing. Because they weren't tech savvy, they were like, where do I click? Where do I do all of this, right? I saw that they had some success, some of them, but they just got stuck because there was no coaching. No one was really coaching them through the entire process. They felt, can you guys hear my dog? Sorry, let me just open up here. My dog. She's like part of my brand, I swear. Her name is Zoe. She's like a little child that cries. I don't know if you hear her, but I hear her and she's driving me insane. So then I have to open up for her. Okay. We're all awake and back in the room. Okay. So I saw a lot of people in the digital marketing space, right? So they felt abandoned and lonely after they were joining all of these other programs. And many couldn't even start, okay, because they didn't even have access to payment gateways. UK struggles with it. Namibia struggles with it. Then we've got neighboring countries that struggle with that, right? So I knew that there would be there are certain things that avoided or was a stumbling block for them to really be successful with this online. A lot of them lacked confidence. They didn't know how to show up with confidence. They didn't get any feedback, so they were waiting months and months and months just to find out the one day that they were doing it all wrong. Okay. And this is what makes DMS different. And this is why DMS was created. We don't just build your confidence, we build your confidence, not just your content. We actually teach sales psychology. And that is what a lot of people don't teach because not one size fit all, you know. And you don't need to show your face unless you want to. And we don't leave you to figure it out on your own. This is why we included coaching. And a lot of programs, you have to pay a lot of money extra for coaching, but we included it inside because we want you to know step by step what to do. You get an AI bot, which is a secret sales weapon. Remember, I said this is the faster route, okay? We bring in technology and AI to help you even better so that you can do less but make more. The tech setup done for you. So we sorted that issue out. So no one has to go and plug in their own system or even pay someone to do it for them. And we added multiple income streams. DMS is all about building your brand, not by buying a course just to sell a course. It is to build your brand because at the end of the day, we're not here to help you just to make extra grocery money. We're here to help you change your situation and change it for the good.
I not seem to have a discussion without it ending in an argument because the financial burden was so heavy on our shoulders. I was also dreading going back to work after my maternity leave for a salary of $300 every single month, working 50 plus hours a week. And that's when I decided that I needed to start looking at the moms that were making money online, and I needed to start investigating and asking questions. And that's exactly what I did. And since then, which was a year and 3 months ago, I have invested in multiple gun preview systems, but nothing comes close to the digital magnetic system. Because since the day that I launched my digital magnetic system, I have literally generated over 1,000 leads on a monthly basis. I have literally gone from having months with no sales, absolutely no sales, to never ever having a month without a sale again. I literally went from not knowing exactly what to do and where to go to getting valuable and intensive and one-on-one training in my community with pod calls, with the secret sales weapon that literally creates my content for me in minutes. I have a 17-month-old toddler that runs around this place like a crazy little animal, so I don't always have 1 to 2 hours a day. I literally went from being able to offer my customers done for you, new basis content every single month. Monday Momentum Call, it's mind-blowing. Content audits, literally training on a next level. If you've been looking at done for you systems, the digital magnetic system is the system for you. I don't care if you're looking at launching your own digital product or if you are looking at becoming an affiliate for DMS. Just do it. I promise you, you won't regret it. Not a single moment.
I just love it. That's Nika, and she's actually in Botswana, and she had a huge mind block of thinking that, you know, she might not make it work there, and she's doing so amazing. So what DMS offers is it offers you both, not just the affiliate part, but also to create your own digital products. Okay. So here's the breakdown. Okay. Remember, we've got Black Friday on. So it's awesome. So I just want to break it down to show you what it is. So in DMS, when it was created, we knew we had to do a done for you system. We knew that we needed to take that tech bot completely out. And that was over $1,400. The training in how to create your own digital product, we knew we had to include that as well because we wanted people to also build their own digital products. We knew that a lot of people were struggling with mindset and limiting beliefs because it's one thing to say you can make a lot of money, but a lot of people don't even believe they can do it, right? And that's where a lot of people are stuck because 99% of it is mindset. So we included the magnetic sales formula, which is an entire 6-lesson course that teaches you how to get out of your own limiting beliefs and set yourself up for success. We've got an AI bot worth over $197. Just the coaching is $1,200 worth, guys. Go test me on it. Go Google it. Go find out how much it's going to cost you to get a business coach. You will not get this anywhere else. Pod groups is over $497. Okay, pod groups is when you get into a group, because we knew that people were feeling alone in the industry. They didn't have that touch base where they could have real people talking to them and helping them through the journey. So we knew we needed to incorporate that as well. And we knew we needed to incorporate multiple income streams, okay, which is over 970. The content vault, new fresh content every single month in. So no one has an excuse, because a lot of people were like, what do I post? And I'm like, the content's already done, the captions, the videos, everything's already there. You can literally just copy, paste, and post. And lifetime access to a 24-hour community. That's over $497 worth, right? The total of this is over $6,000. But that is not what we're going to charge you. And the reason is we should actually. But I remember also what it feels like, you know, my story, what it feels like if you're in a bad situation and you're really trying to change it, but you don't want to, it doesn't need to be impossible to change. We wanted to make it accessible for a lot of people. So in DMS Pro, we decided we're going to give resale rights to 2 programs, the Starter and the Pro, so you don't have to create anything from scratch. You can immediately start making $400 to $1,000 per sale. We included 12 exclusive PLR products. Now, what is that? That is a private label right products. It means that you can rebrand it and resell it as your own without giving anyone credit for it. So there's 12 products for you that you don't even have to create from scratch. You get a 30-day content strategy plan. In other words, when you start, you get a 30-day plan what to post and do every single day. A faceless marketing strategy, an advanced launch strategy that will help you give you a blueprint to make over $10,000 a month, right? You heard Zanel's story, and there's more of those stories. People who never could hit $10,000 a month, who's now hitting those months consistently. The Perfect Customer Masterclass is a 6-week masterclass on its own, because a lot of times people don't even know who they want to help in life. And if you don't know that, it's always going to feel like hard work. And this is why the Perfect Customer Masterclass helps you realize, who is it? Why are you here on earth? Whose life are you supposed to impact? The magnetic sales formula is getting out of your head. You teach sales psychology so you can make sales easily and it doesn't feel icky. Creating your own digital products with templates and funnels included. Now, if you don't know that funnel I showed you that funnel people charge like over $297 a month for, right? You get an entire funnel and everything in here. You get certification. You get pod coaching, which you get in a group with 5- and 6-figure earner coaches that coach you through the process. Guest speakers that are multimillionaires that come and guest speak inside these groups, right? The total value, like I said, is over $6,000. We just charge $1,197. So $1,197 plus a once-off $67 activation fee. What does that mean? It means you're not going to pay for your automated system, okay? You just pay a once-off activation fee. The entire system, I don't know if you watched the comments, but there was someone that also said she still cannot believe her system was set up in under 24 hours. Your system will be set up in 24 hours for you. Everything will be done for you. That's the one-time $67 activation fee, includes your personal professional email and your personal professional domain, because that's something that you need. We can't do it for you because we do it for you, but we can't. You have to pay for it because it's a hosting company, if you ever heard about that hosts your email and your domain, right? And it's a once-off amount. So there's no monthly fee. Isn't that amazing, right? So a lot of people cannot start with the Pro, although there are payment plans, but they want to start with the Starter. So what you do with this is you get resale rights to the Starter, so you can make over $400 per sale. In this one, you get 5 exclusive PLR products that you can resell, rebrand as your own. A 30-day content strategy plan, faceless marketing strategy, weekly group support. Every Monday, there's a coaching call. You get a $5,000 roadmap on how to consistently make $5,000 months. The perfect customer masterclass, magnetic sales formula. The total value of just the Starter is over $2,500. We just charge $497 once off with the once off $67 activation fee. I don't think you realize the value that you get inside here that's not available in any other program, because no other program includes the coaching and the content auditing that you're getting in here. So let's do some bonuses, shall we? So bonus number one, what you get is you get the system for free. You're not paying for the system at all, okay? You're not paying a monthly fee. Other platforms can cost you anything between $99 to over $297 and even more per month. With DMS, that's how you save money. You get VIP membership, bonus number two. You get weekly live Zoom calls. We get on a Monday call. We do content orders. We make sure you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. We get access to a 24/7 active chat community, multiple coaches and guest speakers. Okay. Bonus number three is you get content templates. Now in the pro, not in the starter. In the starter, you will get a content vault of a content vault of templates, so that you can just copy, paste, and post. But in the pro, you get fresh content every single month. That's already done for you. You get the secret sales weapon, which is your new best friend. This one is going to create your content for you, your emails and everything, right? And you get a newbie call, okay? There's a newbie call that takes you through the process. So although the training is more than sufficient, we want you to have that live attention. Okay, and now for the Black Friday special. Are you guys ready for that? Put ready in the comments if you're ready for the Black Friday special, and then we're done. Okay, I'm going to finish up with the Black Friday special. Okay, ready. Okay, let's go with that. So the Black Friday special is, remember I told you about the cash flow without social media. This is going to be a 3-day workshop, okay, that you're going to have access to if you start with your DMS today. What I'm saying access is, it's a $1,500 workshop that you're not going to pay anything for. And in that workshop, I'm going to teach you how to set up your systems so that you don't have to rely on social media to make consistent income online, right? So you're going to get that as a bonus. And the second bonus that you're going to get is I'm going to gift you with a course, okay, that I'm going to do live. I'm going to teach you how to use an AI twin, which is super, super simple to use, an AI twin, so that if you do not want to show up on social media, you don't have to, okay? Isn't that awesome? Yes, awesome, right? So let me tell you, just combined the $1,500 worth 3-day workshop, and this is not the previous, this is a workshop I have not done before. I'm literally doing it for the very first time, where I'm taking you behind the scenes of how I built my multi-six-figure in dollar business. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you how you can do this too, okay? And this bonus AI twin course, I could have charged easily over $300 for. So all in all, this is a $2,000 bonus that you are going to get if you start with your DMS tonight. And it's on the starter or the pro. You can decide. Insane value, right? So here are your next steps. I'm going to take some questions here, because this is the questions I get, and then I'll give you the next steps. So I get the question all the time, isn't the market saturated? I hope by now you know it's not. It's growing toward a 1 trillion business by 2030. Definitely not a scam. It's real digital products with real value, right? You don't have to show your face, and you will have more support than you will have in any other program. That I can assure you. So those are the questions. Here are your next steps. Your next steps are to go back to the person that invited you to here. Now, how did you get invited? You clicked on a link in an email to get to this Zoom record or the Zoom call, right? You clicked on a link. You reply to that email, and you ask that person for whichever one you're interested in, and ask them for the link to get started. And if you have any other questions, just ask them. They will answer you. They are waiting for your questions. Okay. There are payment plans. Okay. The bonuses apply to the payment plans too on today. We are doing a massive Black Friday. Okay. So there are payment plans, and the way you're going to find the payment plans is if you go onto the sales page, you will be able to click on it, and if you're going to purchase, and the payment plans will come up. Okay. So who's getting started? Put yes if you're in the comments. Okay. And this, guys, is valid. We've got Black Friday on Friday. So on Friday, we are launching this to the public. You are the very first to know. So on Friday, we are launching this to the public. If you are getting started now, because Friday's Black Friday, it's going to be until Friday midnight, the 28th, this special. Okay. We're going to launch it on Friday to the public as well. But if you start now, you're going to get that AI twin course. We are not doing the Black Friday on Friday with the twin course. The AI twin course is just for those on this call right now. Okay. That want to get started. So on Friday, we will launch it to the public, because we're going to do like a 24-hour run on Friday. All right. So you don't want to miss it. I know. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I really hope you got a lot of value in here. And just know that there are so many ways that you have never even thought about that you can start creating an income online. It's just going to be very faster if you can have already something that's already proven, digital products, the coaching that help to get there faster. Okay, it's a lot faster to get there then, but you can do it on your own as well. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Have an awesome evening. And if you're in the US or anywhere else, have an awesome day.
How amazing is that? $2,000 in bonus for Black Friday. Don't miss out. Remember to subscribe and leave me a message.